Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F3 division, coming to you live around the Saudi Arabian circuit in Jeddah. We have 3 races to go, including this one. We're right at the business end of the championship. With both championships still up for grabs, this division still can go any which way. Who is going to grab the opportunity under the floodlights in this very tricky, very fast circuit? But we'll soon find out. We have 18 drivers here tonight, ready to take a out what it already just started. Apologies for the delay. We've had a few people with updates to do and so on, and it's been quite difficult, but we've got underway. I'm BHF Firefish. I'm joined by Mr. Stars Orphan, but he also has the update to get through, but he'll be in very shortly and we can get underway. But in the meantime, Mr. Orphan, good evening to you, and exciting times now. We're getting ever closer to see who is going to be our champions.
Yeah, it is definitely getting close now. I'm watching on the stream at the moment, so but showing us, yeah, he's got a big opportunity here to get a big gap to fish sticks here tonight, and also the other, I'd say championship contender, Willie Bum, but it seems to be a 2-horse race at the moment. As Willie Bum always puts it in the wall.
You forgot about fruit. You forgot about Fruit Boy, Jonas' teammate.
And Fruit Boy. Sorry, I forgot. So it's heating up now, and but like I say, anything can happen, as what happened last night. Championship contenders can crash out on this circuit quite easily.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have to rub it in, right? Because I was one of those.
Yeah.
God.
On that corner, turn 3.
Yeah.
Everyone was crashing on that corner lately.
Yeah, it's great.
Tier 1, I think there was about 3 drivers or 4 drivers crashed there.
I crashed there. I crashed there twice in 2 days.
And a few other drivers crashed there yesterday as well. It's mental. That corner, I don't know what it is.
It's the nature of this circuit. It can very easily DNF your race.
What made you crash there? So what did you hit the curb, or did you just bounce off the wall? What is it that's making you crash on that particular corner?
Again, you don't have to rub it in.
No, I just want to find out.
so sorry. If you ride on board of Biscuits, actually, you just set a lap here as he goes through turn 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I actually class it as turn 4, but then it's turn 3 here. So you see this wall on the left-hand side you're about to approach? Turning a tad too early. That's all it is.
You hit that wall there, did you?
Yeah. Both times.
Oh, right.
Because that is a very solid wall, which if you hit it, even very lightly, then it just rips off your wheel, and that's basically what I had twice. So that's all it is. And the first occasion, well, kind of midway through. The second occasion yesterday was even more silly because I didn't even have to push the corner, because really you only turn it too early if you want to absolutely fly through the best line. You can sort of go through there very cautiously. I should have done, and I didn't. But what happens? This circuit, as I said, it's very fast. It's very technical. There are 27 corners to get right. A lot of mistakes can be made, which you may see here tonight. As Patronus put, being he's one of the championship contenders, can take a huge step tonight if he can finish off well. This is a race of attrition. You've got to survive this. It's all good being quick. It's all good having a good qualifying. But we've seen already this week, F1 had a couple of things in there. F2 had a late safety car as well. Safety cars are very common around here. So this could be anything. This could either be a very quiet race, or it's going to be chaos. I'm going to have safety cars after safety cars. I'm not going to see much racing. It's just the nature of this track. Gotta get used to it.
But that's what we want.
Oh no!
Cronus!
Oh,
Oh, big crash.
Oh my
Just went into
god.
the back of it. Did he not see him?
Um, well, it says it's with Lem, but there was a Williams there somewhere. Was it a Williams or was it an Alpine? It might have been. No, it
Two
wasn't
cars there.
JP. It was a Williams. It was Slicks. It was Slicks and Lem that were going very slowly. I don't know whether
You're out of fuel,
Patronus think.
probably.
Well, no, Slicks isn't out of fuel. They're both on outlaps. They've literally just come out the pits.
All right. Sometimes on this track, it's 2.5. So it's very hard.
The unfortunate thing is, oh goodness me, Fruit Boy nearly hit the back of the Williams as well. He's getting a cheeky little slipstream, and then again with the same Aston Martin, which has just wiped out his teammate. The unfortunate thing is, I got the outboard. I wasn't on board Patronus, and that would have got a clearer picture. Either way, Patronus. I was just literally about to mention what he can do today. Because as you've mentioned before, Fish Sticks one very big absentee here tonight. Because obviously second in the championship, 13 points behind Patronus now, with 3 races to go. Patronus, even if Patronus wins and gets fastest lap, he cannot win the Drivers' Championship. No one can, which is good. But if he extends his lead in any shape or form tonight, if he scores any kind of good points, it'll be almost impossible in next week's race in Miami for Fish Sticks to do anything. But Patronus has got a lot of work to do from the very back of the grid that's going to be. So he's on a point streak as well, Patronus. He's finished in the points every round since round 2. I mean, he's going to have a lot of work to do. He's not going to be very happy either. So watch this space.
Yeah, P18 for Patronus here today. He's got a very tough fight to get through this field now to get some decent points. He's going to have to rely on safety cars and good strategy for the back.
I wouldn't rule out Patronus. Knowing Patronus, he'll be absolutely livid. And a livid Patronus is a very fast Patronus, so do not count him out. Count him out at your peril. We'll see what happens moving on. So Patronus, 13-point lead. Fish Sticks not racing it tonight. A very rare absentee, but it's a big absentee. He already mentioned it last week on the podium. That he was going to miss here. He was hoping Patronus doesn't score big. We'll have to see what happens. Fruit Boy is the other contender. He is 22 points behind Patronus. In a very big circumstance, say Patronus wins and Fruit Boy gets no points, then Fruit Boy is technically out of it. But again, Fruit Boy needs to beat Patronus, needs to beat his teammate tonight to have realistic chance. Willy Bum, as you said, is mathematically in there. He is 55 points back from Patronus. But yeah, again, he needs to beat Patronus tonight to stand any sort of chance of stopping Patronus winning the championship. And that is your content. Actually, I think Zoms is still technically in there as well. Although he needs to win and get fastest lap in every race. So Zoms is pretty much out of it. That is your top 5. What way do you see it going to, Orphan? Because as I mentioned, Patronus has been in the points since round 2. He's the consistent one, as is Fish Sticks. That's the reason why they're at the top. And then you got Fruit Boy, who's obviously got 4 wins this season. He doesn't finish very well, but when he does finish well, he finishes on the podium. So Fruit Boy carries on that form. He could sneak in there, can't he?
Oh yeah, if he gets a strong result here today. Patronus now at P18 doesn't. That could really throw the championship wide open in these last 2 races, and it all depends on whether Patronus is good around the other 2 tracks and Fruit Boy then, and Fish Sticks coming back. He'll be watching this probably somewhere, seeing that P18 and thinking, licking his lips, going, yeah.
Yep. Right, in terms of the drivers we got here tonight, as I said, Fish Sticks is out of it. We're also missing Richie, I think, is the other one. I think there's a couple of others. I know there's one other team, because I know there's one AlphaTauri, which I'll get to that in a minute. One other team that doesn't have 2 drivers, and I'm trying to see who that is. Ferrari, by the looks of it. Oh, Aaron. I was going to mention Aaron, because hi Aaron. Used to be F2, now F3. We've seen him before. See how he does. He's reserving for the Williams. We've also got Wee Biscuits in reserving for the AlphaTauri. Now, there is a championship that can be decided here tonight, and that is the Constructors. The dominant, well, not dominant McLaren, but the McLarens that have been very consistent, got several 1-2s this season and multiple wins between them. They can wrap up the championship tonight, and with only one AlphaTauri, albeit Wee Biscuits, it's a very big task for Wee Biscuits, because basically Biscuits needs at least 4th place, at least, and he needs to hope that both McLarens are behind him. And that will keep the championship alive for AlphaTauri. Also, bearing in mind that Wee Biscuits is basically a reserve. He has no affiliation with AlphaTauri, unless he likes the car personally, or likes the team, or likes Fish Sticks, or likes Jedi. He has no affiliation with that. So is he going to be 100%? I'm almost guaranteed that he is, but he's got to drive very well and very, very cleanly. Keep it alive for both of those.
He didn't want to be in a championship tonight. He did actually say that. He said, "Can you put me in the Williams?"
Well, then AlphaTauri will definitely be out of it. But at least they got Wee Biscuits, and you.
No, like you say, Wee Biscuits will give it his all, won't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't go out there and purposely not do well, do you?
Yeah, he will absolutely give it his all, but got a very heavy task against 2 McLarens that will consistently be up there, and they're already up there. I say already up there. I mean, Fruit Boy is on a 28.3 at the moment. AK the Legend, the only driving the 27s often, so Legends is on it.
And then
Lem, I expect
Lem's definitely let the sandbags out lately.
Yes. We did have a few F3 drivers take part in the F2 race yesterday, and Lem was one of those that was very quick. So I almost expect him to be up there. Who else was there? Patronus was looking good. He actually survived the race, in quotation marks. He actually finished it, unlike myself. But who else we got? Up there in 8th. Slicks is up 6th as well. Clates was another one who I swear was an F2 driver. So I added up the podiums earlier of F2 drivers and put the results in the Discord chat for F2, and because obviously Clate's got a podium actually last time out in last night in F2, and he was like, "Where's my podium?" I was like, "Well, you're not an F2 driver, are you?" Because obviously they're still there, confusing me.
Clate's definitely fast. Well, yeah. I'm trying to wonder though, is he still on no traction? Because suddenly he's back on pace again. I got a funny feeling he switched back to traction. Probably getting sick of sliding out all the time and finishing like, I don't know, last.
Yeah. Oh, Vettel's done a Verstappen. Clobbered the wall on the outside, and yeah, he's bailed it. Probably got damage out of that as well. Right. Mr. Aaron. Got me Mr. Right. Biscuits is currently in 15th. Vettel is actually retired, so this is a straight fight between Biscuits. Both Alpines are down there, Ham and JP and Dano, with Aaron who's yet to set a lap, with just under 2 minutes to go. Running on board with Wee Biscuits as he goes through the first sector. The first sector is, as you can see, it's one corner after another, and oh, had a big wobble out of, I think that's turn 8. And then this long horseshoe, and he's gone oh so big understeer. Did not get the turn in at all. The weight of expectation, I think, on Biscuits at the moment. Needs to score well. Through the middle sector. How do you find Jeddah Orphan?
I do like it. You know, it's not a bad track. I do find it's a little bit tough. I was literally last night practicing on it. The only 2 parts I was practicing was the chicane at the end of the back straight and the what's the other part I was practicing? Oh yeah, and the chicane at the beginning of the straight. The 2 chicanes. That's all I was practicing. Because every part of the track, right, I'm pretty good on, right? But those 2 parts I'm really bad on, and I'm just trying to. You know what you do? Like, you know, you just go into the TT and you literally just press in. What do you call it? What do they call it? You know, when you go back on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was literally just, even if I was getting it right, I was like going back to it just so I could keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it into my muscle memory kind of thing, and trying to figure out what is the best way to brake on it, or the best way trail brake into it, or I don't know.
So to cut across you, Orphan, we've got a bit of a dynamic going on here. We've got Aaron, who is potentially going to knock out JP. I think he is. This is a pretty good lap from Aaron. It goes up to 8th, and JP in the Alpine gets knocked out of Q1.
Surprised Vettel's out as well, because he was doing like about a flat 29 yesterday.
Yeah, I think he must have got damage from that hit in the wall, I did see. But JP, that is a big shame for him. But very gutting as well. He's got my setup on as well, so even more.
Oh, I'm not using that.
Not my fault. Sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, JP, Vettel, and Petronas. Petronas, arguably of the 3, the big scalp out of Q1. But we will head straight through to Q2. They're saying about possible restart because I did notice Petronas, who is the lobby host, got dashboarded. Apparently, we're gonna have to see how the lobby is really.
Seems fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see how the lobby is. I mean, I'm already seeing a few things.
Yeah. There's no
tyres.
Tyres. No.
Also, Notbrass did get a 5-place grid penalty for that thing, which happened with Petronas and that. So.
Maybe you don't have a restart for that.
No.
If we did have a restart, then yeah, that would be.
It'll be after qualifying. They would have to do the restart. If
that
anything,
would be
we'll have to see how the lobby goes.
Yeah, but it does look a bit weird not seeing the tyres there. Yeah, this game is on its last legs, people.
3 weeks away, and then run the new game, which actually looks quite promising with everything that they've done.
I don't know.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. We haven't driven it, so we can't really tell.
Just can't actually say. So
no.
Yeah, but some of it, I did like the Qatar track. That looked absolutely stunning. What they've done there. I can't wait to race that track. Right.
Yeah, Silverstone looks good as well.
I love that they've changed the indentation, the levels on the tracks now, so it seems more elevations and stuff like that. You know.
Probably an
If you
update
ever
to this
play,
track as well.
if you ever play like Assetto Corsa, you see all that kind of stuff. Like in Assetto Corsa, like, and it's stunning. Like, you know. I often find that when you race F1, it just feels as though you're racing on a flat track all the time. Like, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Wee Biscuit saying in the chat, let's go Q2. First time he's in Q2. I mean, I don't want to bring... I am joking, obviously, but I don't want to bring down your achievement, Biscuits, but one person crashed, and you had to beat 2 other people. So... yeah, I'll leave it at that. I won't go further with that. But yeah, well done, Biscuits. You're in the Q2. See if you can get into Q3. And again, once again, it's got the pressure of the AlphaTauri family on his shoulders. Who is the first driver out? I think that was Slicks. It's going to be the first lap. So let's take you for a lap around Jeddah as he begins. And normally you would take a wide exit. He has actually clobbered the wall on the outside, but heading down into turn 1 with the DRS. It's quite a short run down into turn 1 from the start grid. It's about less than 10 seconds really, and you got a tight left-right chicane. Obviously watching up the wall there. There's turn 3, and now this obviously is turn 4. I mentioned it earlier, don't turn in too early, and Slicks recognise that. He's not going through there 100%. And then through this first sector, you've got to be very careful with these curbs as you've just gone through, because the car likes to skateboard across them, especially that last one there on the right hand side. You might see a few people do that in the race. Now this hammered horseshoe left hand, and AK the Legend, who was top of Q1, has just crashed it through turn 5. So I was saying about this circuit, we're going to get a few surprises here. As Slicks again has hit the wall on the right hand side, was very easy to do. Slicks going through the middle sector now, which ends just there. Then this left
he's
right
going to be absolutely gutted about that one.
Yeah. Left right chicane for Slicks. Then very easy to make a mistake, and then this third burst of DRS. You get several bursts of DRS in this lap, which is needed actually, because especially how fast the circuit is. And then the last corner, famously where Verstappen, leaving it nothing on the table in Q3, hit the wall, wasn't able to beat Lewis Hamilton to pole position. Slicks with a few knocks in the wall, goes through, just narrowly beaten by Ham. Biscuits just comes in behind. We've got a few other drivers coming along. Dano here. Yeah, Legend's going to be really gutted with that, because he had the pace in Q1. Just shows though, you can add the pace, and all it takes is a split second, and out you go. Ras over 28.2, McLaren just about to cross the line. Fruit over 29.1. I could be early saying this, but early indications, Orphan, is well, both Astons look very quick. Plates goes fastest. Early indications for me, Orphan, is that Fruit Boy, I mean, he's okay, he's 4th, but he's a second off the fastest so far. Yeah. That more so. He's on to 27.9.
That could be a U set there from Fruit Boy.
Oh yeah, he just mentioned it. 4 lap old softs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fruit Boy, for bringing you down like that. It was on a U set. I always forget that. Like, so many people, especially in this division, they always use a U set. Especially midway through Q2.
Yeah, this division is so tight in qualifying it. You know, they use so many sets in the first part, like, to get through, and then struggling for sets then in a Q2 and 3 usually.
29.0 for Aaron puts him 5th.
Lem's on a lap. What is he? No, he's done his lap, so he's out again. He's got about 60% ERS. Very low on fuel. He is on a lap.
No. He's coming back in.
I think he's coming in. Yeah, he's coming back in.
Right, so Button is going to be on that lap. You have to set a lap. And Button, once again, in Brazil, if I remember rightly, had a very solid qualifying. Fell away in the early part of the race and just, I think, had a little spin out and ended up not scoring any points. Basically sums up Button's season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously we will go over F3 in detail at the end of the season at some point, but basically it's already been a season of another very unlucky season for Button, because me and you both said surely his luck this season can be a lot better from last season, which we commentated over, and it just hasn't happened, has it? Let's see if he can end it on a high here. He goes through the middle sector and jet again. That left-right turns 23 and 24, I believe that is. Very easy to get it wrong, because again the curbs, you see a lot of the curbs are very, very flat. But there's an odd few that if you hit at a wrong type of angle, then it does throw your car, and it can throw your car into the wall. Hence why we've already seen a couple of big retirements and might see a lot of them in the race, because it's just so easy to do so, especially following another car as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just I'm reading the Discord at the moment. It's F3. There's a bit of a situation going on.
A hostile situation, or just...
You've got Div 3 chat, haven't you?
Oh god, do I have to look at it? Never a dull day in Division 3, I would say that on the Discord. Here we go. So I won't blood out everything, just in case.
That's why I don't want to mention it on the stream.
I see a big paragraph.
I've been reading it, and in the comments, that's why I haven't been paying attention too much.
Oh god, there's multiple there's multiple paragraphs. The same person.
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
it'll take a bit of time to read that.
I'm not reading all of that. I just know when someone puts like a paragraph with like 10 sentences long, you just know.
You know.
Anyway, I've completely ignored Mr. Button's lap, and I do apologise here. We need to focus on it. 6 minutes to go. Let's see where Button goes. It's a pretty decent time. And he goes up to 4.
24. So... Good time there, Mr. Button.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he'd struggled today, and he's not got fish sticks sabs today. But
holy god, what are you doing? Right, so 6 minutes left, or well, 5 minutes 50 to be exact. We've got the top 10 sorted there. Ham on the bubble, 10th place. Slick's just outside. Rodder's there as well, and Biscuits, all very close. Fruit Boy in 7th is definitely not safe, although he is on a lap now. We'll just pop to him. Definitely wants to be a lot higher, and he did say it was on a U set, so this should be a lot better. And looks to me like a 28 to me. Yeah, a 28.0. Goes very close to Zom, so that's a lot better from Fruit Boy. Exactly what he needs to do. And I'm thinking this is a massive... Assuming he will make Q3, I reckon he should make Q3. This is a massive Q3 for Fruit Boy, isn't it? With Patronus,
Fruit Boy won the last 3 races.
Yeah, could do.
The way because he was in a row, running like 3 wins, so you know he can win races. And sticks 3 race wins together,
But this is a massive
Snatch the title.
opportunity. Massive opportunity with his teammate down in 18th.
So what is the points difference between Fruit Boy and
22. 22 between the two McLarens. Patronus' his favour. So for example, if Fruit Boy wins and Patronus doesn't score any points, all of a sudden Fruit Boy is there. In fact, he'll be ahead.
Yeah.
It would be officially a three-way fight. 13 points between them. Not that I'm rooting for Fruit Boy.
You know how difficult it is going to be for Patronus on a track like this
Whoa.
to get safe overtakes done. He's going to absolutely do what he did in Hungary and force the issue kind of thing.
Yeah. As I said, though, knowing him, he'll be absolutely livid with that. So, all good. I haven't ignored the chat, but apparently Patronus left and Pete. Oh god, what are we doing now?
Good evening, everyone.
Locker, in response, I don't know if you can hear me or whatever. Anyway, yes, evening. I have not ignored the chat. I have seen it. I was just waiting for an opportune moment because I'm trying to focus on the laps. But evening, Mr. Junior. That is a voice. I was going to say a face. I haven't seen your face before. I don't think I have. I might have.
Yeah.
One of the draws. Anyway, Mr. Junior, that is a voice in the face I haven't heard in a while. Good evening to you. Evening, Diggles as well. And a few other ones as well. I'm gonna have to apologise as well for my voice. May waver a little bit. I've got a start of a cold going. Which I hope doesn't get any worse. I had one like a month ago, which was horrendous. Yeah, good evening to everybody.
I haven't seen that guy in a long time. I've been racing with your old man lately, Repster. In SLR.
Oh, Biscuits, don't do that. Oh. Lucky boy. Well, I say lucky. He's got front wing damage and not making it back round again, but he's lucky he's not retired on the spot. Biscuits has done exactly the same thing as what I've done at turn 4. And probably he's not going to improve from 13th. Right, who else is on the lap? Ham is on the lap. The lone Alpine left in qualifying. He makes his way through the middle sector now.
I'm not seeing Junior's name in the chat. Where by?
The one that says "It seems Junior." I mean, I assume it's the Junior I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah. I was looking for my PC, so I can't really see from yet properly. Yeah. Yeah, been racing with your old man in a SLR, mate.
I'm improved by 6 tenths to a 28.7, so it goes to 8th, makes him a little bit more safer. It's now put Willy Bum in 10th place.
Our front line speed.
Willy Bum is also 6 tenths up, so this is a much better lap. Obviously, the U set of tyres are completely been ditched now. Everyone flexing their muscles. Dano's leapt up to 4th. In the Red Bulls, but Clate's down to 5th on a 28.0, which should be safe, but it's a little bit worrying.
Yeah, Dano suddenly found a second in pace.
Yeah, because Willy Bum to go to only 8th, 28.4, just behind his teammate Button, who's about to start a lap. Bit of pressure for Willy Bum, who again is still mathematically in the championship, but needs some big results in the last 3 races. Everyone is on laps apart from those that have retired. Got Aaron, who's on the bubble in 10th, and he's 8 tenths up. He's on an absolute fly of a lap. Unsurprisingly, as he should still be in F2, but that's my opinion and no one else's.
Yeah, Egon's messed his lap up. So, will be out.
Was that an AlphaTauri giving a Williams a slipstream? I think it was. As Aaron goes fastest on a 27.7. Having a massive toe, albeit. But, okay. Right, so who else is on that? So we've got Rodders, who is a 10th and a bit up. Lix is going to knock Ham out. No, he doesn't. He improves, but not enough.
10th. Second.
Lix stays in 11th place, so it's down to Rodders and Egon, both Mercedes. Egon is, well, Egon's way
No,
off.
he's out of it. He's
Down to Rodders.
messed this lap up.
Down to
Biscuits
Rodders.
out.
Down to Rodders to knock out LA Ham. It needs to be a 28.7, and it's a 29.0. Improves, but stays 12th place. So Ham survives. And there is your top 10. A surprise at the top of the top 10. Mr. Aaron. Course of reserve, now an F3, used to be F2, dropped down.
Makes you wonder what legend could have set.
Yeah. But you'll start 14th. He'll be another one to watch, I reckon. Legend of Patronus, because they definitely have the pace to get back up. But Egon is in 15th, Legend 14th. Remember, Biscuits needs minimum 4th place in the race, but he'll have to make it from 13th on the grid. Rodders in 12th, and Slicks only just missed out in 11th place. I mean, I agree, Patronus. Is it a surprise, really? But still going to do it. So, top 10. Who is going to be your pole position, Orphan? Because I don't think I can call it, because that was actually quite close at the top. I think there's a few tenths between the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your money on?
So hard to pick. I mean, Fruit Boy, Aaron. Not Raz. I mean, Lem didn't seem down the pace in Q2 a little bit. He dropped off a little bit. But I'd say the Fruit Boy zooms. I'd say Fruit Boy, Aaron, zooms will probably be the ones who will get pulled, but I could put my money on zooms.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think Aaron's going to get towed at yet without Rebiscuit.
Yeah, that's the big asterisk, and I don't think he has another friend in this Q3. Could be wrong.
Whether he can do it without the tow, who knows?
Yeah, possibly. Pole position last time out was from Fruit Boy, who picked up his second pole position. In terms of your top 10, who hasn't had a pole position? Ham has not. Not Ras hasn't. Lem has had one in France a few weeks back. Has Willy Bum had one? Yep, Willy Bum's had one in Japan. Way ago. See, Aaron hasn't had one. Zom's had a few. Button hasn't had a pole. Neither has Clates, I don't think. Clates hasn't, and Dano hasn't. So there's a few that haven't had the taste of a pole position yet. Could that be the case? We will see. Zom's leaving it quite late. Everyone else is out on a lap. Right, do you want to ride on board with Willy Bum and talk us through the lap?
Just let me get on board with Willy Bum. Says he's come out to the start-finish line now. And here's a crucial point where you really want to get the braking right so you can get the car turned in nicely into turn 1 and 2. Here's that turn 3, the corner of death here for Michaels, and many a driver here this week in tier 1 and 2, but he's managed to get it through there nicely. Very tricky. If you hook up on that curve, sometimes you can go flying like I do and into the wall, but he's taken that very nicely. And then you've got this big long left-hander, and you've got to try and keep it as close to the wall as possible so you can get the better traction out of the corner. And then this really tricky chicane onto the back straight, which I find really difficult for some reason. And then you go flat out now into the DRS zone, and then you go out to that other corner, which I was practicing madly yesterday. Yeah, right, such a blind corner and into a chicane. It almost loses the rear end there going through it, going flat out there. But then onto the long straight now until you come to the final corner, which you want to try and get the braking right so you can get good traction away from it and try and keep it out of the wall, up to the line, and trying to keep it in tight here and across the line. And it's 29.2, so I mean, you'd be hoping for better than that. Probably you set he was using, so
Yeah. Meantime, it's an Aston Martin 1-2, not Ras with the pole at the moment, a 10th ahead of Lem. Fruit Boy quite close as well. Clates in 4th, and then Aaron 5th, and Ham, obviously Button as well. Zoms is yet to finish his lap, but he went out quite late. They're pushing me for a restart. I mean, the lobby's fine.
yeah.
So I mean, Wee Biscuits, you can hear. Sorry to try to turn away from the action here, but I've always been told that if the host leaves and etc. and it gets switched to another one, as long as the lobby is fine and stable, which it is, there's no need for a restart. That's the way I see it. I'm not seeing any lag. In fact, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's one of the most perfect lobbies I've seen for a long time.
In fact, yeah, it's kind of ironic.
We go for a restart now, come back, and it'll be all
Yeah, all over the place. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. We don't need to call it. Anyway, Mr. Zoms, can he beat at 27.5? And he wow! By 100th of a second, he beats not Ras, but only just. Oh. There we go. No restart. Thank you very much. Right, so here we go. So
I mean, I don't understand if it was like lagging everywhere. I mean, or some massive bug or something, or whatever. But I've been riding on board with every car so far, and you look perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can see on stream they're perfectly fine. So I don't know why we're having this discussion, unless the drivers are seeing cars flotating into the air.
Yeah.
Then there's no issue.
Like in USA that time.
Oh god.
God, do you remember that one?
Oh yeah, because people were screaming at me for a restart, and I didn't call it until like lap
I
7
remember
or
knowing
something.
USA, exactly the same thing happened. It was absolute mental.
Yeah.
Going back about 2 seasons previous.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Lobby bugged out around about lap 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
See, I've lobby hosted stints in Forza, in the old Forza, and 24-hour races and 12-hour races and that kind of thing. And believe you me, I get absolute stick if I don't call a restart, like on the first lap, because they have like a rule where there's a certain time, because obviously you're racing for like 2 hours at a time. You don't want to like keep on restarting for things. But they say if no one calls an issue or has an issue in the first 3 minutes, then they say lobby is good, and then everyone drives from there. But I once did it. It was like 3 minutes and 20 seconds past the call time, and because there was all sorts of buggy issues going on, and I said restart, and I got absolutely like I had so many people like come down on me for it because it was past the time or whatever. You got to make the right judgment at the time. It's difficult to do so. I know it's annoying. I mean, it'd be annoying for me because I've got an early start tomorrow. I don't want this to run too late. But anyway, let's focus. 3 minutes left. We got Ham, Dano, and Willy Bum all on outlaps at the moment.
Question is, can I call the poll 2 weeks in a row?
Oh yeah, you did. You got it right last time. $15 viewers watching at the moment, which is a decent amount. So thank you very much once again for watching this. We are coming to the end of qualifying after a very dramatic qualifying already. 2 probable pace setters out very early on. We could get a bit of a surprise in qualifying, but it is Zoms currently top. Looking for his 4th pole of the season. Yet to convert it. Still amazes me how Zoms has not won a race, I don't think. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, no, he got a technical win. He didn't win on track, though, did he? I think. Is that the one in Canada you're referring to?
Yeah. He did win on track. But,
no, JP won on track.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, because
by
he readied
10th
up.
or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
Because
then he lost
up,
it to Ready, didn't it?
Which he admitted afterwards, which I still think was very noble of him. Right. Dano and the Red Bull actually showed pretty good pace in Q2, did Dano? Jeez. Oh, close. It's like the castle section in Baku. Oh no, he skated on that curve and that's it. Lap is done, and if he doesn't have any more fuel, he's got enough time though. The Dano's not out of it, but that's how easy. Oh. A very loud phone. Right, Ready Bum currently in 10th at the moment. 2nd down, so he's obviously made a mistake on this lap, so he's not going to be on it. Button's still in the pits. Aaron's still in the pits. Who is about to begin? Ham is about to finish a lap. Looks pretty decent. Is this going to improve though? And improves by less than a tenth, but stays in 7th. Aaron's retired in the pits. So top 5 all on outlaps at the moment is Clates, followed by the Ferrari Zoms, and then it's Fruit Boy. Also, Ham has been at turn 5.
Oh no.
The graveyard of Alpine continues.
Yeah. But this time it's on turn 5, not turn 3.
Oh, Clates! Clates has lost it. Clates lost it on the exit of turn 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Nice to keep out of it.
Zoom's improving.
First sector's at the end of this.
What
It's very good though. They look very good. 200s down.
Matched his sector 1.
Fruit Boy's nearly 2/10 up behind him. Fruit Boy challenging.
2/10. Oh, that could be close.
Lem is a 10th up as well. They're all pushing.
He went a bit wide there though.
Oh, bit of a wobble from Ras, but what does Ras do? Ras has matched his first sector, so there's improvements from 3 of them.
A 10th up. He's a 10th up. Purple to middle sector.
Fruit Boy's lost the 10th. Lem is a tenth and a half up.
Oh no, he hit the wall.
Who hit the wall?
Zooms. That's probably lost it for him.
Let's see. He doesn't improve.
Yeah.
Both Asters are improving. Fruit Boy's
Turned
out
in
of it.
too early on the last corner.
This could be an Aston Martin pole position. It could be a 1-2. Here comes Lem first. Lem beats it by a couple of hundreds. His teammate,
Zooms will be gutted.
Ras, behind is a 10th up and might snatch it away. Oh, he doesn't. He somehow splits the two, though. It's an Aston Martin 1-2, unless anybody can... No, that's it. Willy Bum broke his front wing. It's an Aston Martin 1-2. Lem by... that 200ths, and somehow Ras is 5 thousandths ahead of Zoms to go ahead. So Lem picks up his second pole position of the season.
200ths between him. You cannot get closer on the top three. And you know what the gutting thing is? Zooms was a 10 up on the last quarter. And then he turned in too early on the last corner, clipped the wall, and cost him that 10. He probably would have had more, because that was at least cost him maybe another 10th or 2. So he had the pole position in him.
I said he was on a 27.3. Touched the wall, but again, all it takes, minor mistake. There's 200s in it. I mean, God, between the top three, fantastic. Great qualifying for both Aston Martins. Zoms in third. Fruit Boys ended up fourth. So I think
Zoms, you let me down now.
I think Zoms will be... I mean, Fruit Boy will be relatively happy with fourth place. Exactly what he needs to do. He needs to score big with his teammate down there. Clates is in fifth, Aaron in sixth, Am in seventh, Button in eighth, Dano ninth, and Willy Bum in 10th place.
I could have had it 2 weeks in a row, but for that bloody wall. Zoms.
Yeah, Lem's first pole position since France, which was a few races ago. Definitely has stepped up in his form.
Oh no. I'm in a car.
Oh, did you not go spectate?
No, you can't select it. I selected spectate. I was on spectate because I joined late. Because the issues.
Right, you'll just have to retire. I'm going to have to go for the grid as well, but
I'll retire in the pits. So
yeah, just stay well behind everybody.
It's good because I'm not the main streamer, you know.
Yeah, no.
Don't really matter.
I mustn't get confused because you're in a Ferrari, right? I mustn't get confused if I see like a red dot going very slowly. Like, what's happened?
I looked down and I was like, am I watching the zooms in his car?
All right.
I'll just race for tonight.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I completely forgot. Rascot had that 5-place grid penalty from Q1.
Yeah.
So he's down in 7th. Yes, Zoms is on the front row. Alongside Lem. Okay. I completely forgot about that. Right, so that adds another person to watch, potentially, from the back. So, of course, remember that in the Drivers' Championship, the situation, obviously, Fishstick's not here. If Patronus can score big from there, I mean, if Patronus can get, say, top 5 from where he starts, and he ends up winning the championship, then he would have deserved it hands down. I mean, any of them deserve it, whoever wins. But if he ends up getting 5th at a track like this, at a grid like this, a close grid like this, and he ends up getting top 5, then, well, take my hat off to him, but let's see what he can do. Definitely don't rule him out. Legend as well, top of Q1, crashed in his first lap at Q2. Also to watch from 14th. Potentially do that. Obviously, Ras very nearly took pole position, so he's down in 7th with that 5-place grid penalty. He could be one to watch as well. Dano apparently in the chat, he was on for pole position. He was a second up on his lap, which would have put him very close with the top 3. So again, he starts 9th. And the constructors, of course, remember, I like Biscuits once again. He needs 4th minimum to minimize the gap for AlphaTauri. He's also got to make sure that both McLarens do not outscore him either, even if he gets 4th place. It's a big task, but you absolutely never know in this. And this race, often, this could be... I mentioned it last week. This race is either going to be very quiet, no safety cars at all, and all in like a DRS train in just groups, or it's going to be chaos.
I'm sitting in my car right now, and I'm just looking over to Petronas.
Give him a wave. Give him a wave.
Give him a wave. Hey. All right, Petronas. not like seeing you back here normally.
Yeah. I don't think we've had really chaotic races this season often. One doesn't really come to mind. Red drama a few times, but there hasn't been like one where maybe Vegas. Maybe Vegas, if I remember rightly. I cannot remember like the early stages of this championship, to be honest. I think maybe Imola. Maybe Imola. Monza. Monza was ridiculous. That was because of the top 5 are split like a 10th over the line. I remember that. That's probably. That was going to mention. So everybody watching, I know we've mentioned this before.
To be on a track like this, to be close though, is amazing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. I have mentioned it before. I know a few people have as well, but please do not forget the awards night at the end of the season. I've only had 2 responses so far, although to be fair, the season isn't over, so maybe people are waiting. But that is confirmed. That will be on the Tuesday, the 21st of May at 7 p.m. For the awards night. So keep in your mind your favourite race, your personal best driver of the season. Obviously, you can't vote for yourself. I know people will. I'll just ignore you. So don't waste your time or your effort in typing it. And also the coveted commentator of the season, which we can't vote for, by the way, often. I can't vote for you. I can't vote for you. You can't vote for me. If we were going to pick each other. The drivers are going to pick it. The viewers are going to pick it. Alright, 25 laps. Let's see what happens with this circuit. Why are you on softs? For that is not the strategy.
I mean, literally touched it.
That is a bold strategy. That is a bold strategy, and I love it.
Sat there.
Alright, let me take you through the grid.
I'm a bit fast at the start, I am. Oh. Yeah, good start. Jump Petronas, championship contender, you know.
Yeah, alright. Right, so Petronas, 18th. He knows what he needs to do. Let's see if he can do it. If he can do it, he's on the hard tyres. See what he can do from there. From 17th in the Red Bull is Vettel, or K1 Skies as he's now called. On the mediums of 17th. 16th is JP. He has my setup. Please use your setup, or my setup, to make your way through the grid, Mr. JP. 16th in the Alpine, he's on the medium tyres. Next 2 on hard tyres, you've got Egon in the Mercedes in 15th. AK the Legends, probably another one to watch as well. So he had the pace in Q1, crashed out Q2. See what he could do for 14th in the Alfa Romeo. 13th, Biscuits. He knows what he needs to do. He needs minimum 4th to keep the AlphaTauri's slim hopes of the championship and the constructors alive, or its McLarens at the end of this race. Starts 13th, medium tyres. 12th is Rodders in the Mercedes on the hard tyres. 11th is Slicks in the medium, so that we get to our top 10. Willy Bum has a mathematical chance of the championship still, but he needs a big result here today and for the next 2 races. What can he do from 10th in the house? 9th is Dano, frustrated in Q3. Could have been up there with the very close top 3. He's on the medium tyres on the Red Bull. Button on the hard tyres. He's the only one in the top 10 on the hards. Can he keep with the front pack? He starts 8th in the house. Not Ras had that 5-place grid penalty from that rid incident with Petronas and Slicks. He starts 7th after narrowly being beaten by his teammate for pole. Ham is 6th in the Alpine with a good qualifying for him. A good qualifying for Aaron in the reserve slot for Williams in 5th. 4th is Clates in the Alfa Romeo. 3rd is Fruit Boy. 2nd is Oms, and Lem
Fruit Boy's
is on. Oh yes, I just saw that. Out of position on the grid. That is going to hamper him a lot.
Tell you what though, if I was racing here tonight, I'd be on the base set.
Right. Let's see what happens as Mr. Orphan, my co-com, who also cannot park it, at the back of the grid. As it goes for 5 red lights for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and it's a decent start from Zoms. I think he might actually get the jump on Lem up in the inside, but Lem keeps it all, nearly cuts off his nose. He puts him into a spin as we go through the first couple of corners. Hopefully we can keep it clean. JP has lost a couple of positions. We'll clean through turn 1 and 2, but there's 2 free wide at the back. But it is Lem that has stayed in the pole position. Bob's a second, then Fruit Boy, then Clates, then Aaron. We all seem to be snaking through the first sector, which is good. As Dano's gone way off, well, that might cause a few problems. He got passed by both Haas drivers, and then you got Biscuits up in the inside as well. And Dano's losing positions left, right, and centre as my voice is going. Slicks has made a good start. Ooh. We've made it through sector 1. Can we make it through sector 2? Not really sure. They're side by side all over the place, just outside the top 10. Remember, Petronas is in the middle of all that. It's made its way up to 15th, which is good. We still go through. Legend also still trying to make progress. It's literal chaos, but we are all surviving just about. As I see a few cars get very close to the wall, there is 2 by 2 by 3 wide almost. As Ham has just gone right round the outside of Aaron and not Ras, and Slicks is in there. Slicks nearly spins it in the last corner. Timing's all over the place as well. Fruit Boy's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Fruit Boy on the inside. Don't make this. What are you doing? Zoms has somehow kept the lead. As Slicks has already got a time penalty, and now Zoms and Lem is trying to go side by side. Lem backs out of it. Then Lem has hit the wall. At turn 4, and he's got wing damage. Yeah, Lem has got wing damage. And turn 4, oh, and he just got been spun by the Alfa Romeo as well. And Lem's pole position heroics have just gone down the drain. Oh dear. My timings are still all over the place. It's great. They'll sort themselves out.
My timings are working, actually.
Oh, yay. They'll sort themselves out, but oh, that's a real shame for Lem.
It's already up to 14th.
Yeah, not really surprised, to be honest.
He has got Dano in front of him, so Dano would not be an easy person to get past. Dano's all over the back of Rodders.
That's the problem with Petronas. He's got a few feisty drivers where he is.
Look at that, Rodders not giving an inch there to Dano.
Aaron with an absolute tank slapper on the brakes. And now the Haas of, I think that's Button, has gone through. JP's out. Virtual safety car, last corner. K1 Skies is out. Petronas is round. What's happened? Oh my god, it's chaos.
No.
It's absolute.
Oh, he's knocked the wheel off there.
A virtual safety car. That was 2 cars retired on the spot. Petronas is a lucky boy. What on earth happened there on the exit?
I don't know.
And there's the full safety car. At least Petronas gets a safety car to come back in, but
Yeah.
JP and Vettel out on the spot. And now we can reset a little bit and relax, because that was a chaotic first start. A relatively clean one, actually, apart from what just happened.
I didn't even see it happen. I was I was in the middle of the pack. Did you see?
No, I caught the end of it. I knew something was going on because I saw the cluster of dots. But thankfully for Petronas, he's been able to pit and repair that front wing damage. And in fact, Aaron has pitted, Lem has pitted, both for damage. They can go relatively further on. They cannot go to the end from here, that's for sure, even on hard tyres. I'll be amazed if anyone makes that other thing, but Dom's in the lead, Fruit Boy, Clates up to 3rd, Ham's up to 4th, Rast is 5th, Button is 6th, Slicks has made a great start to 7th. Willy Bum is 8th. Legend has gone from outside the top 10 to in the top 10 in 9th. Biscuits has made progress, is up to 10th as well. Dano's dropped a few to 11th, and then you've got Rodders, Egon, Aaron, Lemon, Petronas. Are your 16 still running?
I mean, it's not helped Petronas being back up there, but when you think about it, that's 2 extra drivers you've got to get past.
Yeah. That had stayed as a virtual safety car, that might have been a problem for him, but because it's a full safety car, I'm amazed that took a while to change, actually.
Yeah, it's got Lem right in front of him, who is a very fast driver, so... oh, Petronas hit the wall! Don't know if he got damaged, but... Came out of that last corner, warming his tyres up and just... tapped the wall.
A bit ruffled, I think.
He's a bit
rattled, probably, because obviously he had that stuff from qualifying. He's probably relaxed himself, and then he's had that incident there. By the looks of it, he's lucky that he's still in the race. He's always going to keep on with that. He still has a chance of scoring the points he needs. At the moment, Fish Sticks, who is watching, I've just seen him in the... Sorry?
Root Boy, 2nd place, though.
Yep. Fish Sticks is watching. Is watching with very keen interest and needs more chaos, basically, he's asking for. We've had a bit of it. We've already had our first safety car, it's lap 4. We've probably got another lap of safety car as well. As we see a lovely shot of the last car. I mean, Jeddah does look good, actually. For what it's worth. I mean, there's all this thing of, should we even be here in real life, and etc, etc, and is it a good track, is it a safe track, but it definitely looks nice. On the game as well. Probably next game will probably look good as well.
Like I was saying to you earlier, that new Qatar track looks absolutely stunning now.
You know the weirdest thing? Because I watched the whole of that gameplay show-off thing that they did.
Yeah.
The one thing that I noticed, like in Qatar, has trees.
Yeah.
I know that's a silly thing to notice, but it's like, because on this game
it
it
adds
doesn't have
so
trees.
much to it. Now, with the trees around it, like...
It's odd, isn't it? It's like... Because in this one it doesn't have trees at all. It's plain.
They must have planted them between this game and the last.
Yeah, they got gardeners.
They were like, oh yeah, we'll add something for the new game. We'll plant some trees.
Add some trees to this track. I know it's got a few trees. Speaking of which, that's turn 9, I think that is. Boost track. But in terms of strategy, obviously, no one really pit in. It's far too early for this.
I've chosen to meet up one place there with Aaron.
Yep. It's in that danger zone, though. It's got to keep out of trouble. He knows how
Aaron.
He knows how attritional this race can be. So
Watch Aaron now under this safety car. He always does this.
oh my God, what are you doing?
He'll get himself a penalty like he done with me.
Yep. Right, so when is Zombs going to restart? Imagine the safety car coming on this lap. Which it does. So I've seen a couple of restarts over the past couple of races. They do leave it quite late. You don't want the car behind to have that slipstream down into turn 1. See what happens.
It's going to be feisty, those two at the back, Aaron and Patronus.
Yeah. Ooh. I was just thinking as well, those on the hard tyres...
They both call each other sandbaggers, so...
yeah. Right, when is Zombs? This is going to be a very late restart down the straight. Few people bunching up. Hopefully they don't get caught out. Fruit Boys trying desperately not to get caught out here. And Zombs is going to be very careful. This is very, very slow. Very slow. And finally Zombs goes. That was a very late safety car and it's bunched everybody up as we go down into... Look at it. This is why I don't like slow restarts, because it causes absolute chaos behind. As Legend and Button are going side by side for turn 1 and 2. Button and Woody Bum as well.
What a move there for Patronus.
Patronus is right in the middle of this. Surely someone's going to back out of this. It's Biscuits, and oh, he just about does so. Gets a bit of a wiggle.
What a move there for Patronus. He came in, took about 3 drivers in about the space of about 1 corner, like.
Yeah, look at them all. Always just outside the top 10, which is always where the big pressure points are.
He's under pressure though from Biscuits coming back at him. Biscuits got back in front of him. But that was a hell of a move there from Patronus, turn 1. How he managed to guide his way through all of that, I don't know.
Here's what he needs to do. He needs to make some places, but also be very careful doing it. Oh, that's a wobble for Ham. Wobble for Ham. I think Rass is potentially... Although Ham is burning his ERS just to stay ahead of Rass. Yeah. He doesn't want that Aston Martin to go ahead.
Egon had a bit of a wobble coming through the chicane there. He's under pressure now from Wee Biscuits into turn at the final corner. But then Wee Biscuits gets a snap of oversteer. And then he's under pressure from Patronus now. They're side by side.
Patronus doesn't need
Patronus
this.
Going to go for a late one. He does, just about to get the move down.
Oh. Got Aaron there as well. Aaron manages to squeeze by Wee Biscuits. Wee Biscuits knows he needs to beat both McLarens, so that's why he's fighting ever so hard. And then you got Aaron is all over the back of Patronus. This is unwanted hassle for the McLaren. Aaron trying to use his overtake, but I think Patronus used a bit just to fend him off. Aaron stuck a nose in there. Oh, I don't like this. It's too tense right now.
It is so tense.
Oh, and that's a mistake. That is a great opportunistic moment from Patronus to get by Egon. Now Aaron wants to follow. And is using the slipstream of the McLaren potentially to go side by side with Egon. Egon's not fending this off though. Someone back out. Egon reluctantly does.
Yeah, he seems to be struggling on his setup at the moment, Egon.
Now Patronus is looking at Slicks as well. Slicks has already got a couple of time penalties, and Patronus got to go right round the outside of Slicks. And oh, taps the wall a little bit though. On the right hand side, that might have been wing damage. And look at it, he's surrounded by both Williams. He's right in the thick of this. Oh, again. Oh, robust move. And Aaron, no, Aaron's, oh god, no.
And Patronus.
Oh no. Oh dear. I'm going to leave that to the stewards and say no more.
I thought it was Slicks at first. And then
Patronus had made a move on Slicks, and then Aaron just stuck a nose there, which shouldn't have been wanted. But Patronus has got wing damage, and he's got a very long rest of this race. Meanwhile, the leaders are going to have to go back to, because you've got Zoms, who's just scraped the wall ahead of Fruit Boy. And in fact, it's the top 5.
yeah, Patronus just doesn't need to panic now. He just needs to come and get this change. There's bound to be another safety car in this. The way they're racing at the moment. Well, depends how much damage he got.
Oh, look at that lovely shot. And he got it very briefly, but Zoms is desperately fending off the lead, but Fruit Boy's all over the back of him.
Left end plate's gone. Don't know about Aaron. Has he got the same?
Fruit Boy's got Zoms. Here comes Clates trying to go running outside, but Clates thinks better of it.
Same.
Top 5. Got to fight. Slicks is out.
Safety car. That's brought it back into it. Through us. And Aaron. Aaron retires from the session.
Okay. We are down to 13.
Why?
14. Lem is still there. So safety car now. Patronus has gone onto soft tyres. Middle of all that as well.
Oh, shit. I would have gone to the hards.
Well, I think the issue for Patronus there is that he pitted and then the safety car was called.
If I didn't know I'd come to the hards, come back in. He's got nothing to lose, is he?
Yeah, hard
Softs
tyres
won't go to the end.
No, hard tyres will now go to the end. Mediums can as well. They won't be as
good
but I
think
he
was
tyres.
on mediums, wasn't he? Just now. So
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking those on the hard tyres right now, like Legend and Button and Rodders, can go to a set of mediums. Legend's going to have a problem with the double stack, assuming everybody pits. I'd imagine everybody's going to fly into the pits now. Oh, Fruit Boy does not. Okay. Thumbs does. Clates does. Ham does. Rasta. That was close. Well, everybody is pitting apart from Fruit Boy.
Damn. He's going to be absolutely compromised now.
I don't know why he hasn't.
Unless he pits now and try and get something out of it.
Yeah, but if he pits now, he's going to lose all.
I think he was, because he was in the lead. Everyone can react behind him.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Right, so hard tyres for Zoms, Clates, Ham, Ras, and Dano. Mediums for Button and Legend.
But he has got a pit, even if it means he's going to end up like P7 or something.
Yeah. So the only two that need to pit now is Fruit Boy and Patronus, which is odd considering they're both going for the constructors, one of which, and they're both going for the drivers. It's...
Yeah, look how much Zoom's just caught up to in a free pit stop.
The only hope Fruit Boy has now is if he, on the restart, he's got to absolutely run.
Yeah.
But he's on 9-lap mediums. I don't know whether he can gain a gap.
No, he won't. Fresh hards will quite easily stay behind him.
Definitely odd. I mean,
he could be hoping for another safety car, which could possibly happen.
It's a risky strategy. I'll give him that.
Mm.
Pitting for hards.
It was compromised because everyone could pit behind him. That was the thing.
But like the safest option, if you're in the lead, would have been pit for hards, regardless of whether he was. No, he's not going to. Because if he pits now, He'd be on the same tyres pretty much as everybody else, but he will be right at the back.
Yeah.
Now he's stuck. Now he has to, as I said, the only chance he's got now is if another safety car happens, which can very easily, or he absolutely runs, burns the DRS, gets out of DRS as quickly as possible, hope the guys behind struggle getting those hards up to temperature. It's the only chance he's got, and then he has to go to softs, really. He can't then go to hards when he does pit. He's got to go to a soft tyres.
I can't see the strategy that Patronus is trying to pull off with the sauce. Is he hoping for another safety car?
He's hoping for something. I mean, at this point, I'm just at this point, and it's not going to be just him. But at this point, I'm just going to steer well clear of the Discord for about a day or two. In Div 3.
I've not looked at it since I mentioned that thing.
Have like a shield going up.
I've kept well clear of it. There's going to be some eruptions afterwards, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All I would say is I got the clear view of that incident between Patronus, Slicks, and Aaron. So you can all watching can have your own judgment. I mean, I've got mine, but I'd rather leave to the stewards. Hence why I'm not any part of the stewards.
So anything can happen. Patronus is in P12 at the moment. He could still end up on the podium, knowing him.
Yeah, goodness me, we're only on lap 11. Feels like we should be much further than that. Already had 5 retirements. Both Williams, Vettel, JP. I was going to say yourself, but you weren't meant to be on the grid. But Fruit Boy needs to absolutely qualifying lap, push, burn the ERS, get out of DRS and just get a gap. Or as Penrose said, he's going to get swamped. Either way, restart underway. Lap 12 of this race, we're only just under halfway. We've had 2 safety cars, we've had drama already. Surely this race has more to offer. Let's see, Dano nearly hit the back of Ras into turn 1 as soon as I say that.
It's just one of those tracks, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Close to the walls, where things and incidents happen.
Oh god, Fruit Boy is all over the place. These tyres are not... He's already been on them 11 laps and Zoms is all over him. Trying to go around the outside of turn 9. And I can see Zoms why Zoms is impatient, because he's got Collates right behind. But Fruit Boy is not getting a gap at all. They're too far gone. And Zoms needs to get by the McLaren, but because he's got Collates, he's just latched on. You can see Fruit Boy, he's... I wouldn't have said weaving, but he is defending like his life depends on it.
Yeah. He'll fly past him. Yeah, zooms.
Fruit Boy's still fighting it though. Oh, you can see...
Fruit Boy loses it.
And Clates knows. Clates is going to go for free wide here again. We've already done this, guys. Stop it. We've already proved your point. Fruit Boy's up on the inside. Him and Zoms going side by side. Clates doesn't want... He needs to get by the McLaren. Zoms is up the road. Is Fruit Boy going to back out of this? Oh, Clates does. But all that's done is just allowed Ham, Ras and Legend all back into it again. In fact, it's allowed the whole pack to join back in again for one big party. The Zoms has gone off the road. Fruit Boy is like a cork in a champagne bottle right now. Zoms is gone. already out of DRS, so Clates needs to get through. Ham needs to get through. They all do. Otherwise, this is Zom's race to lose.
Yeah. He's doing a good job so far. I mean, but you feel it's only a lap or two before he's going to start to drop dramatically. It's going to be these
really
straights.
struggling.
Yeah. It's going to cost him. He just hasn't got the traction out of the corners. And when they get to the DRS zone now, they just fly by him.
Surely this is it for Clates. He needs to get by. On the outside of Fruit Boy, you got Ham, Ras and Legend. Remember, Legend's on those medium tyres. Biscuits has made his way up to 7th, so Biscuits is made good of this restart, although he's got a whole absolute pack of cars right behind him. I've just seen. Oh no! Egon! Turn 4.
That could be the safety car that he needs. Could it be a safety car?
Would have called it by now.
Caution.
Turn
No.
4. Claims another victim.
Not even virtual.
No. I've noticed with a safety car or virtual often, if it happens at the back and
host left.
Egon left. But he doesn't. To be fair to Egon, he wouldn't have realised he was host.
No.
I don't think. More yellow flags going on. The Clates has managed to get by Fruit Boy. And now you got Ham, Ras, Legend, then Biscuits will be soon. Oh, and Ham nearly scrapes the wall going by. Look at how slow Fruit Boy is. He's getting no grip, no traction at all, and he's just being passed left, right and centre.
He must be. His only option now is to get a soft to the end now. And he's got like 10 laps to go, so he'll try and drag it off probably another 2 laps and then go for a soft tyre.
Meanwhile, Patronus is just trying to make any sort of gains on the soft tyres he's on.
Yeah, he's up to 9th, so he's slowly making his way through. But he's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, they both do. Both McLarens are the only one that needs to. They are praying for one more safety car to bring it back
Patronus
in.
goes wise.
I nearly saw Fruit
He hit
Boy
that
spin.
famous curve that I hate.
Fruit Boy nearly completely spun it, as Legend has just swooped round the outside of turn 9.
Button kind of let him through there. All these cars at the back though, absolutely throwing it through the corners here.
Yeah, nice tail.
As I say that, you can see their Button absolutely lose the rear end there.
Meanwhile, up at the front, Zoms has a 1.7 gap for Clates. Ham is just about out of DRS to Clates. The Ras is stuck with Ham right now.
Ham, fastest lap of the race, get in there, son.
Yeah.
Oh, and you see Clates going very deep there. The corner, loses brakes.
Yeah. Every time I see someone go through turn 4 and 5, I just tense up now.
Yeah. You got to deal with your grief now, Michael, so you know.
Well, I've already seen a couple more crash out the same corner, so just this is going to happen again.
I deal with your grief. Now that corner is you know.
I still wouldn't completely pass Legend maybe catching up to the leaders here, because he's on those medium tyres, which are better than the hards. Ras is already flashing with his ERS a bit low.
The question is, though, if he catches up, seen how fast medium tyres do go off around this circuit.
According to Fish Sticks in the chat, apparently Petronas may not even pit. He believes the sauce could make it.
What? That many laps? 7 laps?
That'd be amazing. He said they'll be completely gone, but they can't make it. I mean, he's holding a train of cars behind him.
9 more laps on the softs. I can't see him doing that. Fruit Boy finally pits, so he is going for that soft run.
It's his only option. He's got to go absolutely hell for leather now. 8 laps left. Pray for a safety car, which could happen, you know, because there was many... What's going on with Clates? Clates is slow. Clates is damaged, I think.
Oh, he's hit the wall.
Yep, Clates is front. Does he have damage? I'm not sure.
No,
well, Notras has left the session. Notras has left the session as well.
Try and get him back.
He's on he's on PC. That could be a problem.
I think I got him.
Oh, Notras. Definitely something happened with Clates, because he's very slow. I don't know whether that's wing damage. I can't see any visual wing damage here. He's very, very slow. Drop to 7th, behind Biscuits. Ras is going to drop, unfortunately.
Oh, I haven't got him.
Am is in 2nd. 2.6 seconds. You can still see Tom's ahead, but with no DRS, it's going to be a struggle to catch. But Legend's now up to 3rd. Nano 5th. Biscuits is 6th. Plates is in. Did he get front wing damage? I didn't see anything. He must have done. He's not left the session either because it's not ghosted. It was front wing damage. That's a real shame for Clates. So Clates is down. Oof. Can this race get any more dramatic?
Well, certainly Petronas is going to outscore Fruit Boy.
Yeah, 4 points as well. Well, it's exactly the situation that Fish Sticks is wanting. You did think, oh, Biscuits, that was a wide moment there. Meanwhile, Biscuits is now 1 place away from what AlphaTauri need, and he's already eyeing up Dano for that 4th place.
But you can see what I was saying earlier about Fruit Boy. He may as well have pitted then, because now he's right at the back, and he's also behind a pit stop. Whereas if he'd pitted then, he would have been right with the group of the drivers. See my point?
Yeah. Jonas is back into the pits. The softs definitely were not going to last.
I could have never
as
seen
it
him.
stands,
Oh, Fruit Boy loses it. Absolutely. Fruit Boy's got an 11-second gap to close. As well as Petronas there, 8-second gap. This is going to benefit Fish Sticks. Oh, and Fruit Boy!
Oh?
She's so hard. You almost went into the wall on that famous curve that sends you flying. Really pushing that car at the moment.
Did you invite
Must be absolutely fuming in that car right now because of the strategy call.
Did you invite not Ras?
I tried. I haven't got him on thing.
Oh, is it the EA thing, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to add me.
Apologies, everybody. And I don't know where I can. I don't know who Jeffrey Lama is. Send
Ethan.
Send Orphan or myself a friend request. Either
Yeah.
Stars Orphan or the comms account a friend request, Russ, because neither of us can because you're on PC.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Mine
5 laps.
is. I can find it. I don't remember what mine is.
Meanwhile, Legend is absolutely flying. Ras is back in. Sorry about that, Ras. 5 laps to go. Legend on those mediums is very slowly catching up to Zoms. Gap was 2 seconds. He's dragging Ham along with him, although Ham is now out the DRS, or at least is just about in it. There's your top 3. 4th is Dano, with Biscuits pressurising them for that 4th place. With both McLarens out, Biscuits needs that 4th place to keep AlphaTauri's championship hopes alive. He definitely needs 4th place. 5th will not be enough. At the moment, well, Fruit Boy is still 5 seconds off a point. If Fruit Boy can get a point, might even be enough for McLaren to win it. That's the situation right now. It all relies on Biscuits making that overtake past Dano for 4th place.
Damn.
Top 3 still close to one another.
Just gonna send quickly my
Ras did join, by the way, it's fine.
Oh, he got back, did he?
Yeah, I did see it. Meanwhile, here comes Legend, who's now in that DRS of Zoms. They're both around about the same ERS, so this is going to be down to who could time this perfectly. And Zoms maybe almost letting Legend go through, but Legend's having none of it. Might become very, very tactical. Meanwhile, I've just noticed that Willy Bum has a 3-second time penalty, which could also be key for this McLaren to win the Constructors. If Fruit Boy can get within 3 seconds. But never mind, Biscuits makes the move into 4th place. So as it stands, as Dano has a big slide out of turn 2, Wee Biscuits is doing enough. Just needs to hold on to that 4th place and then hope that Fruit Boy doesn't manage to get a point. Well, actually I say that it would still be alive for AlphaTauri, but imagine this scenario. They would need a 1-2 in Miami with fastest lap and again in Spain, and both McLarens out of the points. As it stands, so it's pretty much impossible. But Wee Biscuits is doing everything he can. Dano is hassling him all the way. Still a few laps to go. And Fruit Boy is actually catching Willy Bum for that last point anyway. He's within that 3 seconds. Legend still on the back of Zoms.
The biggest gain he could have made today, Fruit Boy, has gone backfired really, with Petronas obviously out of the points at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, he must be guided about that pitch pull, but Fish Sticks will be looking on thinking, this is perfect for me.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a couple load of battles going on. Both Aston Martins who Had so much promise as Ras nearly squeezes Rodders into turn 1. Remember, both Astons had so much promise today. And Lem has just let his teammate go through, battling over 7th and 8th place at the moment. Meanwhile, Dano has got back ahead of Biscuits. All hangs in the balance. All hangs in the balance between these two. These two are pivotal for the constructors going to Miami or not. I mean, even if...
So what is the score at the front of Fishsticks and Patronus?
Fishsticks was 13 points behind Patronus. And as Patronus isn't scoring at the moment, it would remain those 13 points. So it would still be definitely game on. Fruit Boy would be the one for it all to do as Legend gets back the lead.
Game on
Fruit
points
Boy,
there.
as Biscuits has got back ahead of Dano, so... And he's got the more ERS, so Biscuits is looking good. There's still a battle for the lead, as Zoms has got back ahead of Legend.
Epic battle at the front here, I tell you that.
Ham is still not out of it either, still... These two battle too much or be too tactical with the DRS, and Ham is right there.
My problem assumes he's got less ERS than to ven with than what Legend has, so...
Yeah. So with a lap and a half to go, Orphan, we have these three that can either win a race. You've either got Ham to pick up his second win of the season from Imola, and he's had an up and down season since then. You got Zoms. You got Zoms going for his first win, and then you got this guy Legend, who remember that back-to-back win he had in China and Australia. He's had no points since then. He's had 6 results of no points, and he wants that victory. He wants that third victory of the season.
And Legend just takes the lead.
Yeah. He's up to 50% ERS as well.
Lap.
Up to 50% ERS as well. And Zoms re-overtaken. This is good for Legend because he'll get the DRS at the last zone. Meanwhile, Dano and
Last lap,
Biscuits...
shoot out here, and
Dano Biscuits fighting tooth and nail for that 4th place. Biscuits is trying all he can. Got to stay with Dano though. He's got more ERS. He can get it on the last sector. Doing the same as what Legend's doing. Remember, he has to pass Dano to keep it alive for AlphaTauri. Although I am noticing that both Fruit Boy and Patronus are within the 3 seconds that Willy Bomb has. So both McLarens could actually get the points, which 4th place would not be enough.
no, he wouldn't get a point, Patronus. He would go to Fruit Boy.
Oh yeah, sorry, no worries. Getting that as here comes Legend going for the win. Zom squeezing, but Legend's got him.
Patronus could get the point off of Fruit Boy, because Fruit Boy's got to defend this on the last lap.
Oh yeah, I'm noticing that, but Legend has come out the final corner. He's timed it absolutely perfectly to win the race. Meanwhile, behind Biscuits has gone for the lunge in the last corner. He's lost it, no! And he's lost the position to Raz. Dano's going to get 4th. 5th for not Raz. Biscuits is 6th. No. Lem 7th, Button 8th, Rodders 9th. And there's the 2 McLarens. Fruit Boy gets the last point.
Yes.
Which means, despite the most horrific race for both McLarens, they are your Constructors' champions. Patronus, and Fruit Boy. Patronus's point streak, by the way, from round 2 has gone, and he was a couple attempts away from keeping it alive.
What a win there at the end though from Legends. To get it on the last lap there from Zoom seems to maybe a little bit gutted on that one. But yeah.
Oh, he still can't win a race, Toms, can he? No.
He has won a race.
Yeah, not on track though. What I mean. What a story for Legend. 6 races with no points at all, and he comes right back with a victory. His 3rd victory of the season by half a second. On 14th on the grid as well, let's not forget. He was way down in that midfield and has come back with a perfectly timed strategy onto mediums and has done that really good with good overtakes as well to win the race. On 2nd, Ham picks up his what was that, his 4th podium this season with 3rd place. It's a good job. Dano with 4th, fended off the AlphaTauri of Wee Biscuits. Wee Biscuits did all he could to keep the constructors fight alive, but with Rast in 5th, Biscuits in 6th, Lem in 7th, Button in 8th, Rod is in 9th. Fruit Boy managed to pick up a point after all that, just ahead of his teammate Patronus. And then you got Willy Bum and Clates rounding out your finishers in a very chaotic, very dramatic race in front of us.
Yeah, I'd buy the next 3.
I would invite Patronus for the constructors win, but I don't think he'll be in the right mindset after all that. I could be wrong. I would have said the other way around, but never mind. That's just my view on it. It's a debatable one. Anyway.
We'll see at the clips afterwards.
Have you got Ham as well? I think Ham should be fine to talk to.
I invited him.
Where are you, Ham?
Does he normally join?
I'm sure he has before.
I say I invited him.
So
We just do Dano and Wee Biscuits for now.
okay. Include your audio, gentlemen, please.
Yep.
Ironic how we got these two in as well, because great fight between the pair of them. Who do you want?
I'll do Dano and you can do Wee Biscuits.
Okay. Alright, we'll start off with Wee Biscuits. Obviously the reason we got these two in is because obviously they're the only ones on Xbox and other consoles, and Ham doesn't want to talk, so these are the two we're going to have. For next season we'll try and sort that out, I promise. But we'll stick with these two for now, and we'll start off with Wee Biscuits in the AlphaTauri. A valiant effort which was cheered on by Fishsticks in the chat, and a good race from yourself actually. That's probably your best race I would say I've watched. Hopefully you'll agree. You were fighting with Dano, swapping positions, trying to get that 4th place which you knew was what you needed, and in the end I caught the end of it. It looked like you went for a big lunge in the last corner and ended up losing it to Dano and Ras, but you still must be very happy with your efforts. I mean, Fishsticks is happy with your efforts anyway, so I think you've done him proud.
Yeah, I was in that party saying I really just want to try and survive the race, and what happens in front, and it paid off in the second safety car. Really paid off because I managed to stick the hards out to the end, because me and Dano were actually working together playing the DRS game to pull away from the cars behind. So we were doing that the full time, and on the last lap, Ras just got into my DRS, and I was kind of panicking, and I got damaged on the last lap, and I just was like, this is it, P4, it's now or never, and I broke that tiny bit too late, and with the slight wing damage, just couldn't get the car slowed down. But you know, if you don't go for it, you don't get the points, you don't get the championship alive. So I'm not disappointed because I know that I done all I could. Yeah, I've done all I could, especially considering my recent run of form. I will happily take a P6, and fighting for P4s. Couldn't even have imagined it going into this race.
Yeah, I mean, you started in 13th place as well, so as I said, very, very good drive. He's kept out of trouble despite going through the hectic midfield that it is. It's a wild place, it's the Division 3 midfield, but you managed to get through it.
Yeah, I got a few taps from the cars behind, but chaos. I'm just glad that everything that happened was either miles in front of me or miles behind me, and I could avoid it in time.
Yeah. Obviously, with you being a reserve for this season, we've got 2 races to go, so obviously we don't know whether you're going to be racing or not. But with the attendance that is Division 3. But saying you do race in Miami and Spain, what are your thoughts for both of those tracks? Obviously, reminder that Spain is 100%.
Miami is, I absolutely, there's words that I want to say on stream that I'm not going to say about Miami.
You don't
It's
like
just,
it then?
Yeah, I don't like the track. I don't like the first
I
sector
love
or
Miami.
I don't like the first sector or the third sector. I only like the second sector, and that's a straight line. But for Spain, I actually really like that track. I think it's nice and flowing, especially with the last corner being updated. I'm not sure about the 100% aspect of that though. I don't know if my brain can, stay focused for that long of a race.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. But all the best for you, and yeah, definitely the best race I think you've done this season. So
Yeah.
you'll be very happy with that. Nearly did it for AlphaTauri, but in the end, not enough. But still, a very good result. 6th place for you, and good luck for any race that you race, because you might race an F2.
Yeah.
Now to the end. But anyway, well done to you, and see you next time then.
Thank you.
Well,
Funny enough,
to P4. Dan, congratulations on
Hello,
P4 here
thank you.
today. Just missed out on the podium here today, but like I say, you had a really good race. Kept it clean. You had a good battle with Wee Biscuit throughout, and some. Like I say, I mean, you've had some poor results as of late, but like I say, I mean, you come back here with a good result.
Yeah, well, the start of the race was a bit dodgy because I caught the curb and just went on, and then when I tried to get back on track, I lost the rear and almost wiped out Button. I don't think he got damaged. I didn't. I think he just took avoiding action. I don't really think there's anything in it, but we'll see. But I dropped down to like 16th or something and just tried to keep my head down and just fight my way back through.
Yeah, I mean, you got back up to 4th. Can't complain with that. Like I say, strong result for the team here today at 4th place. And, constructors is way gone, but it's a good result for Red Bull overall. What are your thoughts on Miami?
I don't actually mind the track. I think I'm one of the only ones that doesn't mind it.
I'm the same. I love the track.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll go
It's
well
like-
there.
Yeah. Because like I say, I mean, be back on the podium again. Well, you're not on the podium here today, but
Yeah.
so yeah, hopefully we'll see you there.
And Spain, that's the race I'm banking on getting my win.
Yeah. Have you won
I
this
do
year?
like
No.
Spain. No, I've been so unlucky in the times I've been near the front.
Yeah. like P2 you had in Qatar.
Yeah.
That was when we thought that you and James were going to dominate the season. Didn't materialise.
Nah.
But yeah, congratulations here on P4.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Dano. That win is still coming. I promise you it is. I know you've only got 2 more races left, but I promise you it is. But yeah, well done on your 4th place. And obviously congrats to the top 3. I'm sure they are very, very happy. But obviously we've got one more thing to mention. I mean, I did. But your Constructors Champions, barring any massive points change or anything else like that, I don't think there was anything with the top 5 that would help AlphaTauri, but they are your Constructors Champion, and I think Orphan very much deserved. They've been the consistent ones that have always been up there. So
yeah, like I say, we had thought it would either be Red Bull or McLaren who would be up there, and a little disappointed myself that Red Bull aren't, but yeah, AlphaTauri put up a good fight I suppose for a bit, but then McLaren just got on a run and then they would go off of it. So yeah, congratulations to McLaren.
I mean, I'm looking at their results right now, and obviously you had that onto in Austria, Fruit Boy leading ahead Petronas, but it's the last few weeks. I mean, their results: Mexico 1st, 2nd, France 1st, 4th, Hungary 1st, 5th, Brazil 1st, 3rd. I mean, they pretty much took a stranglehold, because if I remember, actually, before they went on those results, Canada, I think after Canada we were looking at a 3-way title fight between the teams, maybe 4, and they just took an absolute stranglehold in the last month or so. And that's been the story, really. They just said, yep, this will be ours, and off they went. Of course, now the story is, where's the drivers going to go to, Orphan, because we don't know still. Because both McLarens had a horrible race, which they got caught up in stuff. Petronas didn't gain on Fish Sticks, which Fish Sticks is happy with. That lead from Petronas remains 13 points going into Miami.
God, because the Fruit Boy could have got the win here today. Oh,
yeah,
it's that bad call on the safety car, you know.
The Fruit Boy will be 21 points behind Petronas coming into Miami, so it would mean that he has to beat Petronas. He has to beat Petronas, basically. If Petronas beats Fruit Boy and has a 5-point swing in that direction, then Fruit Boy's out of it, and we're looking at a 2-horse race.
It's still very much in Petronas' hands.
It is, and if I remember rightly, Miami and Spain he likes, so, and I reckon he'll be fired up for Miami next week, so it's still all to play for legally. Miami is next time up. It's a completely different track to what we've just witnessed. It is open and free, still plenty of walls to avoid. Especially that
it's
fiddly,
another one of those tracks, isn't it?
You got that fiddly middle sector as well with the chicane and the walls and everything. So it's not without its dangers, but it'll be a little bit more open. And then obviously Spain 100% finale. We can only hope as commentators. I have nothing against Petronas. I think if he wins it, or if any of them win it, they deserve it. But from a neutral commentator's point of view, I want it to go down to Spain. I want the 100% race. I want all 3 of them with a realistic mathematical chance. And we have it all race. Like,
yeah, I can imagine that 100%. And it's like only like say 10 points between the 3 of them. Like going throughout the whole 100%, you're like at one point someone's winning it, at the other point someone else is winning it.
yeah.
And all the other drivers are going to get involved in it because, some drivers there could have a storm of a race, like in Spain, a couple of them, who, would never necessarily be up there, but just, like Dano himself, could be up there.
There's still a list of drivers that haven't won a race yet, even though we've had 12 different winners, I think, this season, which has been incredible. There's still a list of drivers that haven't won a race yet, which deserve to. I mean, Zoms tonight, I'm happy for Legend, because he hasn't been in the points for ages, and he's come back for the win. But Zoms, that's another second place. Surely he can win a race at some point. Yeah, technically he has, because of the whole ready up thing and everything else, but he's got to win one on track, which will feel, quote unquote better, but we shall see. We shall see.
So,
Miami in Spain.
14 points.
Yeah.
So if 56 wins both races, you'll get a 14-point advantage over Jonas. He finished second.
Yeah.
And he's currently what? How many points behind?
14.
How much?
13, sorry, I thought it was 14. 13.
Ooh.
It's 13
So he
in
actually
Patronus' favour,
could
yeah.
win it by winning the last two races, regardless of what Patronus can do.
Yep. Although Patronus knows
it's
that.
definitely not out of it.
Yeah. Patronus
It would
knows
have
that if
been
he
massive
beat...
here today if Patronus had won. No, it
Yeah.
would have been game over.
Well, if he got any good points, it would have been more or less. He would have had like 8 fingers out of 10 on the trophy. Other than 2
Like I
now.
said,
Anyway,
Fish Sticks can win races.
we
He
need
just has to win 2.
Easy said than done when you got so many that could go for it. But that has been Jeddah for F3. We need to wrap things up, but that has been the race around Jeddah. Had its drama since the start, since like 5 minutes into Q1. It's had its drama. There'll be a lot of things to sort out from the stewards. Already is in the chat, but it provided its drama and another twist in the story. We've decided our teams. McLaren have won it. For the drivers, it's still anyone's. Well, anyone of 3, I think. That's still left to do it. But that's been F3. F4 is tomorrow night from 8 o'clock, and that title still rages on. Let's see what happens with that tomorrow. I believe Jake is doing it, but someone will. I think I might be available as well, but we'll see on that. And then we head to Miami for the penultimate races, where we've still got, I believe, 3 Drivers' Championships still to decide. I think F1 is nearly decided. F2 is already gone. F3, of course, and then we got F4 as well. So, still plenty much to watch. But from us here, well done to everybody on your top 3 and those that interviewed. I'm BHO Firefish. Thank you very much, Orphan, for your company.
Right.
Thank you very much for everybody that has been watching, and we will see you next